General Hospital spoilers tease that for a lot of fans, Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, and Sam McCall, Kelly Monaco, were meant to end up together. But now that Sam's death is quickly approaching, that's not going to be the case. While it's always possible down the road that Sam will be resurrected, it seems unlikely that's going to happen anytime soon. Sam is quite happy right now with Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, so he's going to be the one hit hardest by Sam's demise. General Hospital spoilers. Jason Morgan and Sam McCall were soulmates. At one time, Jason and Sam seemed to be soulmates, but of them lived for danger and the thrills that life on the edge brought them both. Sam was the one person who wasn't bothered by Jason's choice to be mobster Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, enforcer. But all that changed once Sam had children. Worried that their son Danny Morgan, Asher Antonisen, would be harmed because of Jason's mob ties, Sam eventually broke things off permanently with Jason. She eventually found love again with Dante. Spoilers. Sam McCall's death changes everything. But with Sam's death looming ever closer, it has become clear that she and Jason will never reconcile. Jason will certainly take Sam's death hard, especially because he now has to raise Danny alone. Jason knows nothing about raising a teenage boy, so look for him to turn to Carly Spencer, Lara Wright, for both comfort and support. Right now, Jason and Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, seem to be heading toward an awkward romance, but that may all fall apart with Sam's death. General Hospital spoilers. Jason Morgan and Carly Spencer reunite. Although Carly has been flirting endlessly with Jack Brennan, Charles Major, she wouldn't give him a second look should Jason decide he wants to be with Carly. Jason and Carly were actually married a few years back and were quite ready to be together for the rest of their lives. But the marriage was made invalid when Sonny revealed he was actually alive. Jason and Carly then went their separate ways, but those kinds of feelings may not just go away. In fact, they may resurface in the wake of Sam's upcoming fate. Could tragedy finally lead to love for Jason and Carly once and for all? What do you think? Is Jason still in love with Sam? Will Sam's death bring Jason and Carly back together? Are Jason and Carly meant to be each other's endgame? Anything can happen in Port Charles, so stay tuned to General Hospital airing weekdays on ABC. Don't forget to check back right here regularly for all your General Hospital news, information and spoilers. The world of General Hospital is no stranger to dramatic twists, and one potential storyline that has fans buzzing is the possibility of Sam McCall's death and its devastating ripple effects. This tragedy could push longtime friends Carly Corinthos and Jason Morgan into a new chapter of their relationship, one that could finally cement them together romantically after years of emotional tension. Could Sam's untimely death be the catalyst that finally brings Carly and Jason together? While it's a heartbreaking concept, in the chaotic world of Port Charles, even the deepest wounds have a way of sparking unexpected unions. A tragic end. Sam McCall's death. Sam McCall, played by Kelly Monaco, has been an integral part of General Hospital for years. Her love story with Jason, the mob enforcer with a heart of gold, has been filled with passion, danger, and endless complications. While the two have shared an intense connection, their relationship has been on shaky ground due to Jason's complicated life in the mob and Sam's need for stability for her children, Danny and Scout. As rumors swirl around Sam's potential demise, viewers are left wondering how such a shocking event might unfold. Sam's death could come as a result of her being entangled in the mob wars of Port Charles, or perhaps she gets caught in the crossfire of one of Cyrus Renault's vengeful schemes. Regardless of the circumstances, a loss like this would undoubtedly send shockwaves through Port Charles, especially for Jason. Her on-again would be more than just the end of a romance. It would rip apart the lives of those closest to her, including her mother, Alexis Davis, and her children. But for Jason, it would be a crushing blow, one that might break him in ways fans haven't seen before. Jason's guilt over not being able to protect Sam, coupled with the overwhelming sorrow of losing the woman he's loved for years, could drive him to a place of emotional vulnerability. And in his darkest hour, it's likely that Jason would turn to the one person who has always been there for him, Carly Corinthos. Carly and Jason, a bond forged in fire. Carly and Jason's relationship has always been unique, teetering on the edge of something more than friendship. Over the years, they've navigated their deep connection with a balance of respect, loyalty, and love that transcends the typical boundaries of friendship. The bond they share was solidified through countless challenges, including mob wars, marriages, and deaths. They are each other's constants, always there to lean on when the world becomes too heavy. Throughout General Hospital's long history, Carly and Jason's relationship has had moments of undeniable chemistry, leading fans to speculate if they were ever going to cross the line into romance. Yet, despite their closeness, both Carly and Jason have found themselves bound to other people, Carly to Sonny Corinthos, and Jason to Sam. But with Sam's potential death looming, could this tragedy finally push Carly and Jason together romantically? Sam's death as a catalyst for change. Using Sam would create a void in Jason's life, one that Carly would naturally try to fill as his best friend and confidant. Carly, ever the protector, would step in to help Jason cope with his grief, much like he's helped her through her own losses over the years. Their history is built on loyalty and trust, and in the face of such a monumental loss, their emotional connection could deepen in ways neither of them expected. Carly herself has had a complicated romantic life, especially with Sonny's continued absence from her day-to-day life. While Sonny is presumed dead after his fall from the bridge, though he's actually suffering from amnesia in Nixon Falls, Carly has been left to pick up the pieces of their life. With her own grief and uncertainty lingering in the background, she could find herself drawn to Jason in a more intimate way. After all, Carly has always turned to Jason when she's needed comfort, and this time would be no different. Sam's death could break down the emotional barriers that have kept Carly and Jason from fully exploring their romantic potential. With Sam gone, Jason would no longer feel the weight of loyalty or guilt holding him back from pursuing his deep feelings for Carly. On Carly's side, with Sonny gone and presumed dead, her heart could finally open to Jason in a way it never has before. A new romance. Carly and Jason together at last. If Carly and Jason do find themselves drawn together in the wake of Sam's death, it wouldn't be without complications. The relationship would carry the weight of their pasts, as well as the grief of losing their loved ones. They would have to navigate not only their own feelings, but also the potential backlash from others in Port Charles, especially their families. Would Jocelyn accept her mother's new relationship with Jason? How would Jason's children react to seeing Carly in their father's life in a new way? There would also be the ever-present threat of danger that comes with being associated with Jason's life. Carly has always been strong enough to handle the risks, but if they become romantically involved, those risks could increase. Their love story, while potentially beautiful, would not be without its challenges. But in true General Hospital fashion, it's often through the most difficult circumstances that the strongest bonds are forged. If Carly and Jason do finally come together, it would be the culmination of years of unspoken tension and emotional investment. Their love story would be one built on history, trust, and the understanding that they've been through everything together: loss, heartbreak, and triumph. Should this potential storyline play out, the question remains: what kind of future could Carly and Jason have together? Could they finally find happiness after years of standing by each other through thick and thin? Or would the shadow of Sam's death and Sonny's absence make it impossible for them to truly be together? Whatever the outcome, one thing is certain: Sam's death would change everything. It would bring Carly and Jason to a crossroads, where they'd have to decide whether to remain best friends or take the plunge into something deeper. For fans of General Hospital, the possibility of a Carly and Jason romance has always loomed in the background, and Sam's tragic death could be the spark that finally brings them together once and for all.